It is 12 minutes past the hour, 66 degrees now in downtown Sylacauga. We're joined this morning by the infamous Donald Caine. Donald, good morning to you, sir.
Good morning, Jimmy Dale.
Good to have you with us this morning. And big event coming up here in the Coosa Valley area. I want to talk about that this morning. Go right ahead.
Well, I'm the CEO, ER, of the Childersburg Elks Lodge as of April the 1st.
Now, what does ER mean?
Exalted Ruler.
Okay.
I got voted in by the lodge, and so we always annually have a first responders luncheon. And this Saturday, starting at 11 o'clock, we're going to start feeding all first responders in Sylacauga area, Talladega County area. It doesn't matter if you're from Stewartville, wherever. If you're a volunteer or if you're a first responder of any what, just come on out. And then after that, at 1 o'clock, we're going to have a flag retirement ceremony. Following that, around 1 o'clock for the retirement of our flags.
So talk about the lodge a little bit. Talk about what this is about.
The lodge is well over 100 something years old. The Grand Lodge is out of Chicago. It's been in Sylacauga for over 50 years. And about 4 years ago, it's been totally remodeled. We have bingo on Tuesday and Friday evening starting at 3 o'clock and at 6 o'clock. We have dart tournaments on Saturday nights, karaoke on Saturday nights. We have pool tournaments on Tuesday nights and Sunday afternoons for members. And if you are not a member, you can be brought in and signed in by a member 3 times to view the place to see if you like it, and then you can come in and put an application to be a member.
So is this for men and women, or is it just for guys, or what?
No, it is for men, women, children. They bring their children in. They come in on Tuesdays. They come in on Saturdays. They play darts. They play
where's it located, Donald?
Highway 280, right next to Billy Atkinson's trailer.
Okay. Right
across the bank from Cadence Bank's where it's at.
Okay. All right.
We're doing a lot of remodeling now, a lot of additions. We have approximately 190 members, approximately 160 active members. Once you get proposed by a member, then it takes a process of a month and a half to get accepted. And if you get accepted, you pay your membership and you're welcome to come in. But you can come in 3 times to view the place. And then after that, you can accept it or not accept it and apply for it.
Now, you're a veteran, and we know how important veterans have been and are to our country. We've got a lot of veterans in our area.
We do, and we have a lot of veterans in the lodge, and we have a lot of veterans that come out to visit us and that are members. And we have, the Elks Lodge is a large organization, and you can't be a member under the age of 21, but you can bring a child in as long as you stay with them, and they can stay in there, like I said, and play the activities. And they're not allowed to go close to the bar at all, but they are allowed to come in and participate.
Now, this luncheon for first responders, how did this come about?
It's been going on for years. We do a lot of donations. We have to contribute a lot. We have to give to charities because the Grand Lodge, and we raise money in the Grand Lodge out of Chicago. We have to. We just completed a 4-day convention in Decatur. My wife, Ann, she's the treasury, and we're leaving next Saturday for Austin, Texas for 5 days for the national convention. And that's where we have to contribute money. We just got through giving to the Childersburg High School 4 students to go to Seattle, Washington this coming Friday. And so what we do every year, we support all first responders. We feed them. They come in and we just feed them a big lunch and tell them how much we appreciate them. And then this year we're going to have the flag retirement at the same time. That way the weather's going to be pretty and we can do every bit at the same time. We're going to have Girl Scouts. We're going to have Eagle Scouts participate in there. We're going to have the kids to help, retire the flags. We want them involved. So we're going to try to involve the community.
Well, what is on the menu?
Barbecue, baked beans. They're going to start today The women are starting the day at 11 o'clock peeling about 50 pounds of potatoes.
Wow.
For potato salad. They're going to come in and prepare the salad, the slaw, and get everything ready. Bo Hassel is our main cook. He'll be there in the morning at 3 o'clock a.m. with his big cooker. He's got about 10 butts he's going to cook. And of course, we're going to cook hot dogs for the kids.
Wow, that's fantastic. And everything is free.
Everything's free.
Wow.
Doesn't cost you a dime.
Yeah.
Just come on
Now,
out.
you talk about the retiring of the flags, the ceremony that's coming up. What's that about?
We have a lot of flags that have been, that's gotten old, has ripped. Instead of throwing them away, they hold them. So I went to the city of Childersburg. Of course, we had a bunch of them at the lot. So I went to the city of Childersburg the other day, and they loaded my truck up with a bunch of them. As you can tell, the one in Sylacauga is about 50 by 100, seems like.
It's big.
It's big. So we've got 2 of those, which we couldn't fold them. Dave Martin and I folded about 20 of them here last week. The very first retirement, of course, we will hold the ceremony and retire it, salute it, and the rest of them, we will cut the union out. We'll have the kids and a couple of grown-ups hold the flag. We'll cut the stars out, and once they're cut out, and then of course we retire them in the fire pit.
What's the meaning of cutting the stars out?
Once you cut the stars out, which is basically the unions, that is no longer a flag.
Okay.
It doesn't represent the United States flag. So what we do is, once we retire that first one, then the rest of them, we cut them out, and then that's when we retire the rest of them, and just go ahead and put them in the fire.
Who is included in first responders?
All firemen, police, it doesn't matter. If you've served, military people, EMS, I've delivered a lot of these, and Jerry Hopes has delivered a lot of them. That's anybody that has any participation in anything as far as the hospital, EMS, police, fire, volunteer, veterans, anything that you've served as far as any type of first responding.
And this is just something that you guys are doing to say, hey, we appreciate your service.
We do. As a veteran myself, and we have several veterans in there, we do this annually. I have a committee. I have several committees that I have appointed. The House Committee, I've got the Lodge Committee. We are working on it still, but when we got this together, we elected, because these are usually separate things that we do. So we got this together, we kind of decided, let's get the first responders, the flag retirement, let's get the Girl Scouts and the Eagle Scouts all together at one time. And the meetings we went through before, the Grand Lodge, the state, and the national, we are not forced to do it, but we're required to do this. And then we have to report it back to the Grand Lodge, and of course, then they send it all through the state. Now, like I told you the other day, I was in Decatur for them 4 days, and I just happened to turn the TV on, and lo and behold, you were there. And I thought, wow, Jimmy Dale's all the way up in Decatur.
Oh, yeah.
And oh, yeah, he's everywhere. But, which is very impressive. So the whole state of Alabama, it will be watching this, and they'll know what we're doing, and that gets the other lodges to participate. One more thing real quick. We have been nominated, which was a big honor. Every year they have what they call the Stoke and Smoke. That's where the whole state of Alabama.
What is it called?
Stoke and Smoke.
Okay, all right.
That's where the state of Alabama lodges, they come to that lodge that's been nominated or voted in or asked to do it to host it. It's a Friday, Saturday, Sunday event. They bring campers, motorhomes. We're talking $25,000, $30,000 smokers. And they have a cook-off, which is judged on the Sunday afternoon. And they start cooking once the judges view the meat, which are butts, ribs, chicken, and briskets. They start at 5 o'clock Saturday afternoon, and they cook all night long. And Sunday is when the judging, and that's when they actually present the trophies. Now, if you win the Golden Pig, you take it home to your lodge and you bring it back. Now, we've won several trophies. Bo Hassel, like I said, our main cook, has brought back several on chicken where we have won it statewide. So this is a big event that's going to start, and we've got motorhomes coming in Thursday afternoon to park. and then they'll start rolling in Friday. We'll be feeding them breakfast, lunch, supper, all the way through Sunday morning. And then we've got to get 7 judges that we're working on now to participate in that Sunday afternoon to judge the meet. And it's a humongous event. It's humongous. And it's in September the 20th at our lodge. So
that's a great honor, man.
Oh, it's a privilege. I'll be honest with you, because we had it scheduled prior to that, but the schedule of other lodges were emailing me stating they can't do it because we have Camp Aska, which is where the children, they have these big events where they camp out at Camp Aska. So we had to change it. So when we went to Decatur is when they all got with us. We got with them, and we come up with the last date of September the 20th. Starts at September the 20th to the 23rd, I believe it is, and that's when they all start rolling in. And it's a big event. The community's welcome to come out and walk through and look, and they'll be cooking the whole weekend. You can taste the food. Bo will be cooking constantly, so he's always participating. He's a good elk, and he gives food away. We're gonna have a fish fry that night, and we got a band Saturday night. We're gonna have dart tournaments, pool tournaments, karaoke. We're gonna have a lot of stuff going on that weekend. So we do a lot.
So let's get back to the retiring of the flags. And you noted a little bit earlier about the folding of the flag. You just don't wad a flag up. Walk us through the importance of correct folding of the flag.
Well, a lot of the flags I've gotten from the city, they're not folded. Of course, what they do, they do put them in a bag. They give them to us or in them boxes. So when Dave Martin and I got together at the lodge, there's a way you have to fold them, and they were they were in pretty bad shape. They were all tore up and stuff like that. So we laid them on the pool table, and some of them were pretty large, and then we just politely fold them over. When it's all folded in that way, and then the stars are showing.
Now each fold means something, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yes, it does. It does. It represents a tradition, and it's really an honor. Now, when we folded them flags, it was just me and him in the lodge. And even though I was on one end, he was on the end that actually initiated the folding toward me.
Yeah.
And he had to pull the flag because they were pretty rugged.
Right.
So he took it serious. He's retired Navy, and so he took it serious. And if it wasn't right, unfold it,
do it again.
And we've got like around 20, 21 of them folded, but the rest of them we couldn't because they're so large. And but the first ceremony where Mark McDickinson is, he's my inner guard, and he's on my house committee. He will be performing it. He will actually initiate it because he's retired Marine/Army. So once he does it, he wants the children involved. So once the first one, of course, we'll salute it, honor it, and then we'll go ahead, or he'll go ahead and present it to the retirement, and then the rest of them will be where the kids will open it up, the scouts will open it up, and we'll kind of help them cut the union out.
You talk about, when you're folding a flag, you talk about every eye in the world is watching that flagpole, man.
Well, you know, a good friend of mine, Gary McDixon, Mark's dad, passed away here a while back suddenly, and he had a military funeral down in Weguffka, and there were 2 ladies that presented the flag, etc. And I'm gonna tell you, it doesn't matter how many times or how long you've been retired or how many times you see it, it sends chills.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's perfect, and they've done an excellent job, and it's the way they do it and present it. It's an honor. You know, the way our nation is now, and what we're going through in our nation now, is still an honor.
Yeah.
We're a wonderful nation and a country, and we still need to honor, even though some of these people are out there, you know, kind of like destroying our flag. But we still honor the flag, regardless from start to finish.
All right. So what are we going to be doing tomorrow?
Tomorrow we will be starting early. Bo will be there at 3 a.m. cooking. We'll be there early, getting the fire pit ready. The women will be there starting to prepare the food again, finishing up the food. We'll be getting everything ready. Everybody will be coming in. We'll get it cleaned up and dressed up, and people can, the lounge and stuff will be opened up at 11 o'clock. You can start coming around 11 o'clock and participating. We're going to start feeding at 12, and hopefully we get done by then. Then after that, the flag ceremony will start.
And again, the menu is what now?
Barbecue, baked potato salad, slaw, baked beans, and whatever else these ladies are cooking. It's cakes, desserts, drinks. So come on out. And I've had a lot of good response from the county, the city, the fire, saying, hey, and also the 911 dispatchers, they will get plates delivered to them. We have people delivering plates to them. So if you're coming out and you're on your job, bring it on out. And if you got men working, ladies working, come on out, get a plate to go and take it to them. Because right now we've got 300 hamburger buns, 50-pound potatoes, probably about 10, 11, 12 butts on the grill coming up. So,
you know, maybe there's some people watching from this local area that have been first responders and for quite some time have not been able to do so, and then maybe they can't get around a little bit. Can you help them out as well?
All they got to do is contact us. You can contact me if I can give my phone number out. My email out is donaldcaine@gmail.com. My phone number is 256-510-0139. You contact me personally. If you have to have something that you need some information or you want a plate, you call me and we'll make sure that you get a plate delivered to you. That's a promise.
And if you want more information on the lodge, you can do the same thing, I guess?
Do the same thing to me. It's call my number, 256-510-0139. Email me at donaldcaine@gmail.com. The lodge number is 378-3190, they'll be answering it after 5 p.m. every day.
And it's right there off on Highway 280 there in Childersburg.
Right next to Billy Atkinson Trailers.
All right. Donald Caine, our guest this morning. Donald, appreciate your service, and we thank you for your service to our country, sir.
Thank you, Jimmy Dale, for having me.
More Daybreak coming up right after this.